Hi, Cheryl. I'm looking for... Hi. How is everybody? Hi, Pro. Yes. It's a good day. Hi, Flyers. How are you? I'm not going to be very long. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. I'm a mess. But I got to fly home tomorrow. Yeah, it's a good day. It's been a long day. Yeah. We're just happy. Thank you. How is everybody? Back to business tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, it's been a long week. For now it is. Ah, yes. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. July 9th. It's my daughter's birthday. Sentencing is on my daughter's birthday. Thanks, Soji. So much to say. I miss my cat. Listen to me. I miss my cat. Hi, Rosie. It is a beautiful day. We were able to talking to the state's attorneys and the feds, right? After a conviction was something, and they were crying, right? Because you got to remember that this has been a long time coming, right? A really long time. He'll probably spend the rest of his life in prison. He's a very unhealthy man. It was good. I'm trying to get the numbers together so that I know I could book the Airbnb now, because the one that we're currently in, there's one downstairs, and there's going to be a lot more of us here. And he was free before today, right? He was on house arrest before today. Always. July 9th. Always will. And, oh, God. So, not a single witness testified on his behalf. He is in custody. Besides his wife. Who got on the stand and embarrassed him. Okay? And he's good. He's a good baby. Embarrassed him. Carolyn's husband, Jimmy, testified. And he told the truth. And I thanked him for that. I think that the staff, so the last time we spoke about my therapist testifying, after she gave her, after she testified, I was talking to her outside the courtroom, and she kind of broke down. Susan, she said, we thought we were doing the right thing, and I can't sleep because they're starting to realize that they didn't do the right thing, right? Hopefully I could sleep tonight, because I haven't been sleeping, but it was I'm glad I was here. Albany, the federal courthouse in Albany. Yes and no. I am. I am. And so victim 1 and victim 3 were male. And victim 1 was there before I was there. 94. And when they read the verdict, he, in his in the detention hearing, he said, "That man has haunted my dreams for the last 30 years. And seeing him handcuffed, I finally feel like he can't hurt me anymore." And he will probably spend the rest of his life in prison. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. In spite of them, right? Like, they sold our parents a dream. They were never going to be able to do that. It's not until July. So I'm going to go back and come back. He was charged with 3 counts of coercion and 3 counts of trafficking. He was convicted of 1, 2, 4, and 5. And we, even though we wish, right, we understand that this is still huge, a huge deal, right? Yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. It's been a long week, really, because we're doing, obviously, a lot of press. I'm sure that they're going to try to, you got to remember the family that owns this, this school, right? They're very powerful in the town that they live in, right? And for so long, they were able to sweep it under the rug, right? No more. So they don't necessarily cover this stuff, right? Because it makes them look bad. So, yes, he was absolutely surprised by the verdict, because they've been getting away with it for so long that, like, right, exactly. I don't think that he thought he'd be convicted. Well, they didn't. They actually, thank you. They actually, they went to deliberations Friday before lunch. And I really thought that they would come back on Friday. Like, I was like, there's no possible way. There's no way. And the jury came back with a couple of questions that the judge answered, but it was already super late in the day. So they started again today, and it's just, and I can't thank the people that donated enough, because every day there were more students in the courtroom because of y'all. And it was really, there will be more of us at sentencing now. It closed in 2014. So this is, you got to remember there's no physical evidence, right? So it was testimony only. Yeah, no, listen, I got it. I was looking at it before so that I could try to get a number, right? So we only have to be here. I think we're going to come in on July 8th to the 10th. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to go to sleep. Well, karma, right? And I kind of felt not bad for my therapist, because you got to remember, like, back then, they were all, thank you, they were all, a lot of them were from Eastridge, which was like super culty, right? I feel like the more time that they're away, they have more time to reflect on their behavior, right? They thought, like, and what she said to me, she was like, we thought we were doing the right thing. And this is breaking my heart, she said. And, like, I'm just glad that more of them are being honest about it, right? Because there was a lot of, for decades, right? We're liars, we're manipulators, we're this, we're disgruntled, right? And that's not the truth. And the more time that goes on, that they're opening their minds and seeing it more, I guess you could say. And granted, things have changed a lot in 30 years, but there's a lot. One of the other students is working on a podcast that'll be, she was doing a lot of filming. The way that they tried to demonize Liz Ionelli was just wild behavior to me. They tried to make it like Liz concocted this thing, and I'm like what? Going through our Facebook posts, right? Just trying desperately to find a defense, painting her as like this supervillain. So now it's like a joke. She's like, now I'm the villain, like it's just crazy. But it didn't work. It did not work. Oh, Amanda, like, but it's different when they have like that cult mentality, right? Like, and I could see that. I could see that, like, they were so indoctrinated, right? That they really believed that this was the way. And I almost had a fucking stroke when one of the staff members get up on that stand and said that we only were in isolation for a couple of hours. I was like, who? I sat in that motherfucking blanket for 5 fucking days. 5 days. No use of the restroom. Duct taped to a blanket. Go to the dorms. What are you talking about? It's crazy. It's so crazy. Hi. So it's crazy. Crazy. And I could have gone the rest of my life without seeing that man's penis on a 45-inch screen. So Spanish Dad is going to have a but Florida me, a lot of them are. And that's the thing. There needs to be, not on my fucking bingo card, because that shit was on a 45-inch screen and I still couldn't see it. Okay? Spanish Dad is doing a limited merch drop. It's being worked on right now. And all of the proceeds will go to the GoFundMe for for other Rosie. Rosie, Diane Gear got on the stand and sat there and told the entire room that her husband had a little pee-pee, okay, with a smile on her face. I was like, is this happening right now? Because she was dragging him. I'm like, oh. Listen, it was crazy. It was I was like, is she on his side or? No children. She also told the entire courtroom, and it became court record, that he is impotent, that he does not finish every time. I was like, so Spanish Dad is dropping. You're right, and you want to know the craziest part? He had pictures of the ones that he assaulted in his closet, and she handed them over. So I'm really starting. She handed over his trophies. I think she wanted to be free of him, to be honest. Can you imagine walking around the town of Hancock, New York, and you are the pedophile's wife? Immediately no. Immediately no. Hi. So I am, Spanish Dad is gonna do limited merch. It was supposed to be ready today, but it should be ready soon. Hi Stewie. So yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Me too, Susie. Me too. It's gonna be. It's gonna. I know they're gonna appeal, and they are literally combing through our Facebooks and social media platforms looking for anybody to say a fucking thing. None of us have anything to good. Florida Mimi at all. At all. Hi, Team Big Ange. He's 57. Oh, yeah. Hi, Jess. He's 57. He's going to be a lot thinner. Something tells me he's going to be a lot thinner. Yeah, it was... We did... right, Rosie? Right? That's actually what the merch says. It's your table topic now on the front. And it has a picture of Jean Martin Crawford on the back, because I really wish he was here. I do. He's probably, so he was convicted, I think it's 25 years. And you want to hear the funniest part about it? Cheeseburgers, the cheeseburger story is now part of court record. So the court record says that he used to right, with his in one hand and cheeseburgers in another hand. That is now court record. A staff member from my boarding school. So, yep, court record. Appropriate conversations to have with minors, you know? Listen, I'm all for it. Hancock. He's from Hancock. Sorry, all the comments are going off. It's prison. Documented pedophiles don't have good time in prison. They don't. Guilty. Guilty on 4 of the 6 counts. Denise. They showed while Liz Ionelli was on the stand, they showed a picture of Liz Ionelli and his wife at a McDonald's. And Liz Ionelli out loud goes, that's ironic. And we all like kind of giggled a little bit, because of the cheeseburger story. And she didn't even realize that she said it out loud. She was like, I said that out loud. I'm like, you sure did. You sure did. And I was not upset about it. Yeah, it was good. It was good. The way that they tried to portray her was just wrong. I'm going to speak to an attorney because we were told that we needed a change in circumstance in order for a civil, in order for us to like class action that place. We needed a change in circumstance. Hi, WTF. So this is what we needed. So something tells me that they're going to have a hard time. Mm-hmm. So it's super difficult because of the statute of limitations, right? He may be the only one because we needed something to become federal in order to change the statute of limitations, right? In Liz's book, she calls it the nexus, right? Crossing the state lines is where he fucked up, right? Oh, bet. There were other victims that took the stand, but because he didn't cross state lines with them, he couldn't be charged with them. So, right, a change can restart the clock. And I am living for it because, listen, God bless her. One of the mothers sat in the courtroom. Sat in the courtroom, right? With her daughter, who was like a senior member. She was like upstanding, responsibilities, trusted, right? And a lot of the things that they were saying were they were looking at like our yearbook blurbs or our letters, right? Sorry, there's like a hair on my... And they didn't the defense was using them. Oh, does this look like... we didn't write that shit. We didn't write that. That was all propaganda. Like but the state's attorney really knew. I was so grateful because, like, with the defense's witness, if they even got an inch, right, as soon as the state's attorneys got up there, they pushed them right back. So they really understood it, and it's really difficult for people that weren't... I know, I love it. It's really difficult for people that weren't there to understand the dynamics of the inside, right? And they did. They understood. And we spoke to one of the FBI agents that testified, and we thanked them, right? Because it wasn't possible without them. And when we talked to her, you could tell that, like, she was getting emotional, right? Like, as were we, because without them, we wouldn't have gotten here. So she was like, I'm very sorry that y'all had to go through, that y'all went through that. And I was just like, no, like, thank you. The jurors, we thanked them, right? And they were like... The ones that I spoke to were interested in, because now they could look, right? Now they could research. And I was like, don't worry, you got it right. Like, the things that you read are gonna make you sick. So I'm just really... I'm really glad. Yeah. I'm gonna go home. I fly home tomorrow. So, and then at least this part is over. I'm a little disappointed about one part of it that I can't really get into. But it is what it is. I guess when people are facing certain consequences, they're afraid. I know. I know. I miss my cat, y'all. I miss my cat. There'll be a lot of newspaper articles because we were talking to reporters like throughout, but they couldn't print until a verdict. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I really hope I get some. Like, I couldn't sleep enough. And I'm not like that. But, like, last night, I think I was out by 7:30. I ordered, like, a Walmart delivery for my daughter. Because Sundays, I have no idea. I have not kept up with anything internet. I'm almost afraid to open my notifications. Honestly. I was sleeping by 7:30. Like, I ordered my daughter's grocery order because every week I order her groceries because she's in college. And I ordered her groceries and I passed out. Okay? Hi. Rosie, if you want to come to sentencing, you're welcome. I knew that was going to happen, Heather, because that's my luck. Another one? I knew that was coming. Another one? She got arrested again. Me too. I feel, yeah, Warren, I feel like I have cried more in the last 2 weeks than I have in the last 4 years. Okay? That's first. Secondly, you want to hear something weird? I was more emotional before I got here than I was here. Like, it was almost like not being here was like upsetting me more, you know? And there's a lot of people, like, I don't want to say I'm not super active in our Facebook groups. I am the admin, but I am, right, yeah, I knew that was the thing. But times like this always makes it more, right? Like, because we can't lose anymore. And that's what really, like, I was talking to, thank you. I was talking to one of the girls. She was actually my shadow. When I was there, I was a bad girl. So I had to have somebody with me at all times. And the girl that was my shadow was here. And I understand that students that do stuff, like, she was the one to wrap me in a blanket, right? And, you know, they always feel like a tremendous amount of guilt for the things that they did there, right? And I feel bad for them because I understand that just because I could take it doesn't mean everybody can, right? So I understand that they do what they can live with, right? You go into like survival mode. And if that's what they had to do to get through, I don't hold them responsible. I hold the owners responsible. Well, I talked to her though, but she still apologizes. And I'm like, you don't have to apologize. Like, I get it. There are students that do very much feel some kind of way towards the people that did things to them. I don't. I'm not everybody else. I can't tell other people how to feel. But I was talking, they do. There are over 100,000 kids in programs like that currently. Right. I really like my beef is strictly staff. Same. Like I get the students, but a lot of those students that were senior members, like they feel that, you know? And I don't want anybody to feel that because of me. You know? But I just wanted to pop on. I am going to sleep. I am so tired. It is. It really is. I am good at, but that's a trauma response. Well, but that's the thing, right? Like, wrapped in a blanket with duct tape for 5 days is trauma. Left in a boiler room, you know, the first time that I was restrained, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I was there for less than a week. I had no idea what was going on. Right? So like it's crazy. It's crazy. And that's what sucks is like we have no recourse for stuff like that. Which is crazy because it's child abuse, right? Yeah, I'm so grateful. So grateful. Because it's been a long time. A really long time. I actually I was going to be alive before, but because I was I was on the phone with a student that had disclosed but wasn't taken across state lines. And I was talking to him, and he was just like, he's good. He's a good baby, she said. I'm going to see him tomorrow. He was 8.5 pounds. And I guess a week early. It's not that early. Yeah, I know. And she said, like, it was relatively easy, so good for her. Yeah, right. It doesn't go away. You just, right. But I know it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. I am relieved. I am relieved. It's going to be a nice beach day for me coming real soon. But there will be interviews and such that will be, I interviewed with a reporter right after the verdict. Yeah, my daughter was 9 pounds, but like I was full term. So, yeah, there'll be a lot of press. I wish it was done in Hancock, New York, but we got the next best thing, you know, that, yeah, I'm just grateful that this part is over, you know, it's been a long time, and I know he didn't see it coming. I know he didn't see it coming. He really thought that they'd get away with it because they always have. I've already requested the transcripts. There wasn't, he, I think he was just in disbelief. But, not this time is right. She got home today. He sure did. Yeah, I keep everything, I'm sorry, I keep everything anyway. Guilty. Guilty counts. Yep. Probably one of the best moments of my life. Because we've been waiting a really, really long time. A really long time. Oh, I'm so glad. I didn't ask. I really haven't had the time, y'all. She just got home like a little bit ago. How's Vegas Janelle? How's Tinsley, more importantly? How's she doing? I'm there at no words. And I think that that's a big thing. Like, even in the trial, still trying, to invalidate wild behavior. Yeah, I'm hoping to be in Florida in like a week or two. I gotta get my shits shipped, and then I'll be there. But I'm over the cold, y'all. It is fucking 8 degrees outside. Listen to me. I had my mother's. This is what I kept with me. In the courtroom, I kept the picture of me and my mom, one of my mother's chips, and her key tag. And this thing must have like worn out because I just kept it like in my hands. Because, and I know that it is so fucking cold here. Yeah. I took notes. We'll get to it. We'll break it down. I took notes in the trial. I also interviewed with the producer a few days ago for the doc that we're working on, and they did film, well, because I'm kind of under contract for another project, they have to gray me out, but Liz Ionelli's film crew was there. Yeah, I got it all in my handy dandy notebook. All right, y'all. Glenda, you couldn't pay me enough to go up there in the winter. Negative 50 degrees. That should not be a thing. And that's the thing. Like, I watch those videos and I cry, right? And like, it's my life. But I really wanted to, yeah, it's Sunshine. That is on my YouTube channel. I forgot what I was gonna say. The brain fog hasn't cleared up. I hope that everybody has a good night. Oh, I remember now. I wanted to keep y'all updated because y'all are the reason that so many of us were able to be here. And it was like, they couldn't even believe it. They were like, please thank them for me. This is amazing. So I wanted to keep y'all in the loop as much as I could. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to say much until we had a verdict. So I said what I could. But we will talk about it more when I get home. So I appreciate y'all, and we all appreciate y'all. So I will talk to y'all soon. I'm gonna download this and I'll try to put it up tonight, but I'm tired, so it may not be on private tonight. And I will see y'all soon, and thank you, like, really, thank you.